January 2026, and something revolutionary has happened in the world of health and nutrition. It is the biggest thing that has happened in over 50 years.
Yeah. And
Over
health,
to you.
yeah, I'm Ronit. I'm a happiness coach from Whole Food Revolution.
And I'm Dr. Nelum. I'm a GP. And we are here to talk about today the new revised dietary guidelines for Americans.
Yeah, you know that we are Whole Food Revolution, and we have an amazing celebrity joining the revolution. It's like we're so happy to announce that Kennedy.
Yes,
the American Health
Secretary
of Health announced new guidelines, a new pyramid that will change the face of health around the world. Now, though it is guidelines for the US and Americans, because most of the world usually follows on, then it's basically, we are very, very, very hopeful. It's almost like he's advocating for exactly the same things that we are advocating, and now it's a guidelines.
Yes. So let's talk about what some of those changes are, Ronit.
Yes. So the biggest one is?
Well, firstly, that the whole pyramid has been flipped upside down.
Exactly.
Yes. And it's whole food. That is the right top and center is eat whole food.
And we want you to understand, whole food is real food, and processed food is fake food. So one of them gives you nutrient, the other one gives you a nice flavor in your mouth for a very short time, long term pain.
It's not even food. What do we call it? It's food-like substances.
Yes,
is what
exactly.
we're talking about. These
and
processed
you know,
foods.
when I worked with Nelum, I thought I knew what processed food is, and then she started talking about ultra processed food, and I said, what's the difference between processed food and ultra processed food? And realized that while I was thinking that processed food is really, really bad, I didn't even know that there is such a thing as ultra processed.
And that the majority of what some people eat are the ultra processed foods. So if we come to the dietary guidelines, so it's whole food right at the top, okay, and prioritized protein.
Yes, that's one of the message. Prioritized protein. So he said meat, chicken, eggs, fish,
and plant proteins. So
and also dairy.
Yes,
dairy.
And where in the past there has been so much concern over animal protein.
Definitely.
Here we are, right there, right at the top. Eat prioritized proteins, and then eat lots of vegetables and fruits. Like we do say that. I mean, in that
it's a whole food.
The whole foods. Okay?
And if you don't have any health issues, then fruits are really, really wonderful for you.
It's full of fiber, lots of antioxidants. And then also, I think the other big thing, Ronit, is that they've actually mentioned good fats.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes, they said good, healthy fats, and it appears somewhere at the top.
Yes.
There's an oil there.
That's right. So things
nuts,
like olive oil, even butter is mentioned.
Mentioned butter.
So nuts, all of those, all avocado, all of that. Just these are all the things that we talk about
exactly,
at Whole Food.
Which is really.
And Ronit, you were saying that so many the low carb organizations all around the world have been fighting for this moment.
For 20 something years, they've been advocating for it for so many years, and finally to see that is happening. And by the way, I want you to know that at the tip of this pyramid, at the bottom, by the way, there are nuts in the middle, the really, really good stuff in the middle, and then at the bottom there are what they call whole grains. So by the way, they did write on the guidelines, no beverages, no soft drinks, no nothing with dyes.
And the sugar, for the first time, they have said that at no point do they actually recommend any amount of sugar
No need.
or non-nutritive sweeteners. But if you really had to have them, because it is it's about a balanced way of eating, then no more than 2 teaspoons of sugar, which I think is amazing.
It is amazing. They also said something about introduce fermented food.
Yes,
which was really wonderful.
Fermented food's really good for the gut.
Yes, they did talk about the microbiome actually in the guidelines.
Yes,
yes, it was really wonderful. We highly recommend you to go to wholefoodrevolution.com.au and check. Nelum wrote the article about those guidelines and explaining them really well.
And so why is it important? I mean, America is so far away from us, Ronit. Why is it important to us in Australia?
I actually think it's some people. I did ask Nelum that question a while ago, and I said like if people understand that's what they need, why do we need the government to say anything about it? And the answer was that there's so many sectors in our society that follow the guidelines
to the T.
Yes. For example, all military must follow the guidelines. All schools, daycares, nursing homes, hospitals,
all the food labeling, the star rating system.
All those things must follow the guidelines. So if the government changes the guidelines, then they slowly change what they're eating. Do you understand that those guidelines means that, well, I don't know if it happened to you. I happened to be in hospital, not me myself, but happened to be in hospital too many times in the last year. And you look at the food that they give people to eat, I was like, seriously? It's full of carbs and sugar. Like,
that's it.
Why would a unhealthy person sitting in hospital eat that much? And when we asked them, it's like, why are you having this? And they said, that's really, this is really healthy for you. It's very balanced. No, it's not healthy for me if I have, if I'm very, very sick. So
and also, Ronit, remember that every single doctor, nurse, allied health professional is taught on those dietary guidelines.
Exactly.
So if your doctor is taught on an outdated dietary guideline, which most of us have been for the last 50 years, that's what you'd get. That's the information you would get.
Exactly.
So it has huge implications.
So can you imagine you go to a hospital now and then you would eat whole food
with protein, like hopefully eggs and some nice, and
every catering that needs to follow the guidelines are going to change the guidelines. It's almost like, wow, it's the Messiah.
Yes,
it's like really changes the way we live our life. And in Australia,
exactly,
it's gonna follow.
It will. So we're hoping. Usually, most Australia, Europe have always followed on from America, and I think the guidelines, Australian guidelines, are not due for
several years.
Yeah, for several years, and I think that's a good thing, because then we have all that evidence of the changes and the positive things that will come out of the USA. And I think we are so happy. We are so optimistic that this is going to be the change that was needed.
They say that 2026 is going to be an awesome year. So in so many cultures, it's a beginning year.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Chinese one, it's the one in the year, and even the Jewish one, it's the beginning one. Anyway, so they say it's going to be a fantastic year. So we think it already started really well for this health thing. So it's going to change the face of health around the world. and we are so happy and excited about it. We had to share it with you.
And that that the USA has finally joined the whole food revolution.
Exactly.
Yay!
So yeah, the government, the US government has joined us,
And
it'll happen.
It will happen. It will happen. So, all right. So if you enjoyed this, then please like, subscribe, and share this video. And we'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye bye.